So I'm not saying this is the safe way to do it, but this is the way I do it, the easiest way. So I'm getting a hole started in here with the knife, and then I have a large scissor that I'm going to cut around with. All right, it's project time again, and my project for the day is to install a paper towel holder in the shower. Because our shower is a wet shower, we need a place to store the toilet paper without it getting wet. So there is a fancy toilet paper holder that you can actually put inside the door on the van, and then it closes, and when it closes, it rolls the toilet paper back up, and then everything's covered and self-contained. So I'm going to install the toilet paper holder today. So first up, what you need to do is remove the panel in the door itself, and here is the door. They have these plugs in here, and you can just take a actual knife is what I'm trying to say, and then just get behind it and then pop it forward, and they come out really easily. So I'm going to finish popping out the rest of these. Here's another one. So you literally just go in behind like that, and they pop forward, and that's easy access to those. And once you've popped them all forward, then all you have to do is pull on these, and then they pop. The panel then pops right out. So you take those all the way out. That's what they look like. These are the little plugs, and then when you push them in, the outside plug actually expands that and keeps them in place. So this is what the panel then looks like. You have this open space to where the toilet paper hole or the toilet paper rack can go in one of these areas. So this is the actual toilet paper roll. It rolls up and down when you open it and close it. It's upside down, so this is how it really works. And so when the toilet paper is in there, it rolls, and then it closes up, and it brings all the toilet paper back in, and then everything stays nice and dry. So I am going to install that. So of course there's instructions for this, as you can see. The most important thing is when you're cutting your panel, you need to cut in a spot that is actually open and where the actual container to hold the toilet paper is going to fit. In our previous one, we put it down here because this was the biggest space. Back here was a little too far back, and so I need to trace a pattern on the plastic panel and then cut that out. They do provide a template for that, and so I'm going to trace that now. You do need to measure where the opening is on the panel, so when you cut it on the plastic piece, it's going to be in the right spot on the plastic piece. So I'm going to measure that. Panel ends at 18. So as you hopefully can see, I traced the pattern. I did measure down from the top to where it should be when we're sitting on the toilet, and where the opening actually is in the panel in the door. And so now I just need to cut this piece out. So I'm not saying this is the safe way to do it, but this is the way I do it, the easiest way. So I'm getting a hole started in here with the knife, and then I have a large scissor that I'm going to cut around with. And now that I have it started, now I should be able to cut it with this scissors. This scissors is very durable. This does crack as you go along, so you do have to be careful about cutting it and not cracking it beyond where you want it. But I think the best device for this is actually our jigsaw. So I'm going to get that out, because as I'm doing this, I'm seeing it's cracking in areas that I potentially don't want. So I'm going to grab the jigsaw and just cut that out very easily. So here you can see I have the inside cut out, and now I'm going to install the frame. All I need to do is screw 4 screws in there, and then the framing is in, which will actually hold the entire toilet paper roll piece. So before I screw these in, I am going to actually pre-drill it. I think that'll be better. Then the back side will not crack. This material seems to be cracking quite easily. So first I'm going to pre-drill a tiny hole, and then the screw will go in it. Now these will be better set up to actually take a screw in, and then the back of the plastic won't crack when you're trying to turn the screws in there. There you go, all set in there. All right, the frame is in. Next up is actually inserting this piece into the frame, and it just pops right into these holes which are in the frame, and then the whole piece sits within that panel. So I'm going to do that. There you have it. That's our toilet paper holder. It actually protects the toilet paper from getting wet. I'm going to put it back on the door panel itself and plug those holes back in with those stoppers, and then the whole thing is in place. And now I'm going to put the toilet paper in. This is the roll that goes on the inside. It runs along these little sprockets, and so that keeps it in place. So toilet paper roll goes on. Open that up. Put it in the little bracket. And you got to make sure your toilet paper is going in the right direction, or it won't roll correctly. There you have it. That's how you install one of these toilet paper holders, which are usually used in homes within the shower, especially within tiled areas, in a bathroom. And so this works really well in a van or a motorhome. There's space for it within the hollow door like I showed you, and it keeps your paper dry while you're showering in the shower. So that is it for today's video, how to install a toilet paper holder inside your van. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next video.